That emerge, health experts have encouraged everyone who is eligible to get a booster shot because there is so little known about Omicron.
Now there's some new data to share illustrating how much a booster might be able to protect you. Pfizer released its findings this morning, and the company says the two-shot regimen actually does not hold up well against Omicron, but the addition of a third shot increases antibody protection by 25 times.
The best way to see it is the virus is the enemy. We want to protect ourselves. We build a wall. The first dose builds a wall, but it is not very high. The second dose builds a wall on top of the first, but it's really high. And it was very good for other variants. Now it looks like the Omicron has the ability to jump over this wall. The third dose takes the wall very high and should stop, expect to stop the Omicron.
Meanwhile, White House advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci commented on the new data from Pfizer today on MSNBC. He said the real proof of the booster's effectiveness will really be determined in the coming weeks.
It's a laboratory data that would project what you might see clinically. So obviously the proof of the pudding is going to be what the clinical effect is, but the laboratory effect often projects accurately what you would see clinically.
The Omicron variant is here in California, though there have been no confirmed cases here in San Diego County just yet. But we recently showed you how some doctors at UCSD are studying sewage water to see if they can detect the variant.
NBC7's Omari Fleming spoke to one of the scientists involved in that research, as well as another local doctor, about why COVID boosters could soon be part of our new normal.
Why aren't 2 doses when it comes to a vaccine, to this vaccine? Why aren't 2 doses enough?
So it really has to do with your level of circulating antibodies and other immune cells. Those are the things that allow your body to recognize this foreign virus and to neutralize it before it can become a bigger problem to you. Therefore, after you receive a single dose, many people do develop some circulating antibodies and other immune cells. After a second dose, they tend to develop even more. But over time, those levels of circulating antibody will decrease. After getting a third dose of the vaccine, those levels go even higher. And for a virus like the Omicron variant, where there are specific mutations that are designed to help the virus to circumvent your immune system, having higher levels of antibody helps to overcome that circumvention.
Even if you have the vaccine, you can still transmit. Even if you've got the booster shot, you could still potentially get sick. Why the need for this booster?
As long as there's a substantial unvaccinated population, this virus has proven that it will infect that population, that we will start to have new variants emerge within those populations, and then they will make their way around the world, which is basically what happened with Omicron. And Omicron, I think, is unlikely to be the last variant version to enter into our population.
Pfizer and Moderna are already studying potential Omicron shots in case they're needed. And with a little more than 60% of the U.S. population fully vaccinated and the possibility of more variants emerging, are COVID boosters part of our new normal?
And if we use the flu vaccine as an example, we have to get it every year at the start of the flu season, precisely because the influenza virus mutates.
To that point, NBC7 recently highlighted the work scientists at the La Jolla Institute of Immunology are doing to create a pan or universal coronavirus vaccine. But until it's developed, scientists studying the possibility that our immune systems may remember COVID and become prepped to fight variants because of the vaccines or previous infections.
Over time, hopefully we will develop that adaptive response, and we will be at least able to mount an initial immune response that will then give us time to mount a more specific immune response against a particular strain of the virus.
Omari Fleming, NBC7.
Pfizer also announced today if it turns out a specialized vaccine is needed to fight the Omicron variant, the company could have that ready by March. And as for a possible fourth shot, Pfizer is projecting a fourth might be needed 1 year after a third shot. But that timeline, of course, may get shorter based on what they learn in just the next few months.